Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. I am in Nachardak with Master Neloth, who is quite possibly the most entertaining asshole ever. Seriously, I love Master Neloth. I mean, he's a terrible person, but, you know. But he's funny. Oh, come on! Dwarven Ballista Master. Ah. No, they died. Sheesh. Can followers never tell when someone is dead? Oh, this. Yeah. You were up to no good, I could tell. Gotta get that ruby. It's interesting how video games sort of tap into your compulsive side. Whoa. Okay, let's see what this thing has. Alright, I think I already looted you. I did not loot you though.
Very good. By my count, we've found a total of 4 cubes, assuming you haven't dropped any anywhere.
Alright, I think... So where are we supposed to go? Back this way, maybe? I always get a little confused when doing this quest, to be honest. I don't think that's right. I'm very confused. Yeah, no. That's not where we're... Although... We're supposed to lower the water level, right? And we have... Control cubes. I think maybe that is right. I don't know. Oh.
Last cube is somewhere in here. Hope it won't require more swimming around in this filth.
Yeah.
I'd guess that must be the pump activator up there. But how to reach it? We'll need to get all three of these bridges down in order to reach the pump control. That's it. Don't touch anything else. Quickly now.
Goddamn electricity. Okay, what have we got here? Good lord.
There seems to be an inexhaustible supply of these weather protectors.
Where the hell? Aha.
Should have known better than to challenge a master wizard of the House Telvan.
Yeah, should have known better than to challenge the Dragonborn.
What a mess. I'm getting tired of waiting around in this muck.
That reminds me of how Couch Warrior always hates taking his characters into water. I don't know. Am I supposed to use it here?
I have an idea. There and retrieve this cube once you find the last one.
Okay. I don't even know what I did though. Alright, it seemed to lower the water level. And maybe we have to open this door. I swear, I have done this like a million times, and I still never really remember what I'm supposed to do. Oh boy, I do remember this one. Well, hey, we've got become a cereal. Alright. So I think now I have to go back to the main chamber.
Do you have the cube? Good, good. Then I'll take this cube and we can be on our way. Watch out. Water's rising even higher. The pumps shut down. They aren't very clever. Nothing I can't.
Holy mac. Alright. Master Nellos, you're cool, but I deal a lot more damage than you do.
No match for my magic.
Yeah. Whoa.
Victorious again. You'll need the cube I picked up to start all the boilers. You'll need the cube I picked up to start all the boilers. Here, I picked up this cube for you. Shall we get on with it?
Alright, this happened the last time too.
I thought you understood how this works by now. The water level needs to be lower for the boilers to work at all.
Okay.
That seems to have done it. Good. It took longer than I hoped, but at least it's finally done. Look out! Another steam centurion! I'm going to head back upstairs and see if the reading room has steam. If so, it should be a simple matter to release. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I still haven't solved the glowing eyes thing yet. That does not seem... Alright. Unlike other followers, Nelith really doesn't hold your hand. And he also walks pretty fast, so...
Yes, it worked. The steam is flowing. Now, it should be as simple as... That should do it.
Dwemer's stuff is so cool.
At last. I hope it was worth it. Please, be my guest. You deserve the first go.
Oh,
Besides,
Apocrypha.
it's very dangerous. These books are known to drive many people insane. Oh, good. Be sure to say hello to Hermes Mora for me.
If you see him. Oh yeah, hi Hermie!
As I told you, when I gave you the Agma Infinium, your free will is an illusion. Why else would you be? This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is hoarded. Sate your thirst for knowledge in the endless stacks of my library. If you tire of the search, read your book again to return to your mortal life. For a time, the lure of Apocrypha will call you back. It is your fate.
Azura's big on fate as well. Okay, so just so you guys know, Avo does not like Hermaeus Mora. I, however, love Hermaeus Mora, and if I was doing a playthrough based on, you know, my personality, I would totally be his little bitch. Just thought I would share. Seriously, of all the Daedric princes, he's probably one of my favorites. Right up there with Sheogorath. I also love Sheogorath. And Apocrypha is just awesome. Awesome and freaky and kind of creepy. Alright, now where do we go? I guess maybe we have to wait for that thing to come back? Yeah, I guess we do. Alright. So I've been thinking about this, and I'm thinking that while he normally would not be into collecting black books just for his own sake, he might be into collecting black books just sort of to keep them out of the reach of the, you know, those that they could do harm to. Ah, I missed it. I missed my train, so to speak. Alright, so you can't let yourself get whipped by those tentacles, and you also can't fall into the water, if that even is water. So now, where do I go? What do I do? Alright, let's go down this hallway again. Well, not here. Ah, there we go. Maybe? Open chapter 2, yes. Wouldn't you love to have a book like that? This is just so cool. I am a Hermaeus Mora fangirl. Oh boy. Is my bow poisoned? Whoa, I one-shotted a lurker. Oh, but look at these. Damn! Avo is a beast. Ooh, Deathbrand. Alright. Let's also loot that lurker. So the cool thing about Apocrypha is that it can bring on the loot. Oh man. Been a while since I save scummed. Do I hear... Whoa! Nerevar at Red Mountain. He might be interested in that. I feel like with books in Skyrim, like, I'm always collecting books and thinking, oh yeah, that would be interesting for my character to read. That's relevant to their interests, and then they never wind up reading it. Because they're too busy adventuring. And Avo is no different. So, those little, like, things of smoke are actually seekers, kind of in a sort of invisibility mode. And... I wonder if Aura Whisper would work here. Possibly.
Lars, come here.
Yeah. Works very well. Whoa, they move fast. Hot damn. Alright. Whoa. Yeah, they deal some nasty ass damage. Wow. Abel hasn't used a sword in like since level 10 maybe. But we still carry that thing around. Treatise on Alienated Cities. I'm going to basically pick up any books that seem rare or ones that I actually haven't read. Whoa. Alright, Hermaeus Mora is definitely into that whole tentacles, teeth thing. He has a very specific aesthetic. Alright. I wonder if I were a Daedric prince, what my realm would look like. I suspect there would be a lot of trees. Trees and interesting architecture, but that would just be a start. And if there were enemies, they would do weird things like throw pie at you. Because they would never see that coming. Whoa! We one-shotted a lurker at close range. We're a beast. Okay. I feel a lurker encounter coming on for some reason. I expect when oh. Not a lurker, just a tentacle. Posting of the hunt. I swear I haven't heard of that one before. Oh, Legendary Scourge. It's one of the books we had to pick up for Urag. I wonder if that would count for that quest. Whoa. Heh. More fodder for the bookshelves. I've probably mentioned this before, but I really wish I had Detect Dead. Make looting a lot easier. Skyrim's rule. Daedric gauntlets.
You thought to reject me, and yet here you are. Your journey towards enlightenment has led you to my realm, as I knew it would. You have entered my realm. You have sought out the forbidden knowledge that only one other has obtained. You are dragonborn, like Mirak before you, a seeker of knowledge and power.
I won't serve you. I just want to defeat Mirak.
You will serve me, willing or not. All who seek after the secrets of the world are my servants. I know what you want. To use your power as Dragonborn, to bend the world to your will. Here, then, is the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it. The second word of power. Use it to bend the wills of mortals to your purpose. But this is not enough. Mirak knows the final word of power. Without that, you cannot hope to surpass him. Mirak served me well, and he was rewarded. I can grant you the same power as he wields, but all knowledge has its price.
So why are you trying to help me defeat him?
He has served me long and well, but he grows restless under my guidance. His desire to return to your world will spread my influence more widely, but it will also set him free from my direct control. It may be time to replace him with a more loyal servant.
Well, like
One
someone who
still
hates you?
appreciates the gifts that I have to offer. even dragons submit to Mirak's voice. Without that power, you cannot face him. So say I, Hermaeus Mora, master of the tides of fate.
Have I mentioned I love this guy?
Knowledge for knowledge.
Of course.
The Scar have withheld their secrets from me for many long years. The time has come for this knowledge to be added to my library.
How do I know I can trust you?
My word is as true as fate, as inevitable as destiny. Bring me what I want, and I will give you what you seek.
So basically...
Send the Skull Shaman to me. He holds the secrets that will be mine.
Dragonborn Forest, Dragonborn Flame, Dragonborn Frost. Dragonborn Force. Your unrelenting force shout does more damage and may disintegrate enemies. Dragonborn Flame. When your fire breath shout kills an enemy, a fire worm emerges from their corpse to fight for you for 60 seconds. That's interesting. Do I even have all the words for fire? I do not. I think the last word might be quest locked or something. Your frost breath shout encases foes in ice. I think I'll pick force. Because I already have that. Can I not choose that one? Oh, I can. Alright.
What happened? What did you see? Different people have very different experiences when reading these books. No wonder that Dwemer was so interested in that book. It was indeed one that Mirak used to advance his power as Dragonborn. But I assume there's some bad news. It would be unlike Hermaeus Mora to allow anyone to gain such knowledge without exacting a price. What secrets could they have worth keeping from old Mora? Sounds like a bargain to me. Hermaeus Mora learned some fascinating new ways to skin a hawker, and you become the second most powerful Dragonborn that ever lived. Well, that gives me a lot to think about. I need to get back to Talmithrin. I have some ideas about how to locate more of these black books. It's good to have everyone not running off to that damn sacred stone every night. I suppose I have you to thank for that.
Yes, you do. Oh, and there's going to be another dragon outside of here.
The ash shrubbery. Well, that gives me a lot to think about. I need to get back to Talmithrin. I have some ideas about how to locate more of these black books.
Alright, so we need to unlock Bendwell. We'll follow Neloth back to Tel Mithrin because, well... So, right now I think Avo has a lot to think about. He's basically being forced to follow in Mirak's footsteps just so that he can try to undo some of the damage that Mirak has done. But he's a very... In his heart of hearts, I think he's a very different sort of dragonborn from Mirak. Mirak seems to be kind of purely out for power for its own sake, whereas Abel's goals, I think, are a bit more benign, if not his methods. You know. This does bring up a question, though. Now that we are forced to work with Hermaeus Mora anyway, should we go back and get the Ogma Infinium? I mean, originally he rejected it to kind of stick a thumb in Hermaeus Mora's eye. But since now we're forced to work, you know, kind of do his bidding, whether we wanted to or not, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, to be honest.
I don't think you belong here. Does Master Neloth know about you? Yes, I'm trying to summon an Ash Guardian. I'm just having trouble deciphering Master Neloth's handwriting. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to concentrate.
I don't know if Master Neloth's going to be back yet, but we'll see. Oh, yes, he is.
It's as if Tel Mithrin is cursed. Spoiled food, ash spawn attacks, my servants constantly getting sick. What's next? Have you seen Verona? I'm hungry. Well, find her. Tell her I want apple cabbage stew with some canis root tea.
Hey, I'm not your servant.
Obviously not, or you would have a cup of tea in your hands. I suppose you want to be asked nicely. Very well. Please, O hero of Skyrim, please find Verona. I shall be ever so grateful.
You don't have to sound quite as much like you're choking on the words.
I don't know, but I mean to find out. I still have some research to do before I'll know anything for certain.
Can you train me in enchanting?
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I can. The question is, should I? I suppose if it's going to be done right, I'll have to do it.
Indeed. Excellent.
Mostly stars. They're my specialty.
Yeah, you're not getting that, Master Neloth. Oh, he made a shit ton of money off of us.
Now, where did I put... Oh, yeah.
Haknir Deathbrand was dying. For Goruk Windrime, ship's quartermaster, it was unthinkable. His grandfather had served under Haknir nigh on 60 years before, and even he was a legend among the pirates of the north. The King of Ghosts, they called him, as eternal and pitiless as the sea he sailed. To Garruk, who had seen him charge into battle clad in armor of gleaming Stalrim like the kings of old, his twin swords scything men like grass, Haknir was practically a god. But none feared Haknir more than his own crew. They knew his rages, his fits of madness, how he delighted in torture and murder for his own sake. And there were even darker rumors. Some said he fed upon the blood and souls of those he killed to extend his unnatural life. Some thought him a Daedra, loosed upon the mortal world. And others said he owed his life and power, his armor and swords, to a pact with Dagon, Prince of Destruction. And the seal of that pact was the terrible wound that scarred his face, never to heal, the death brand, which no man could look upon without flinching. All those things ran through Garruk's mind as he took his place on the deck at the head of the crew, exchanging a curt nod with Thalon, the ship's helmsman and his chief rival. By sundown, he thought, one of them would be captain, the other would be dead. When Haknir finally emerged from his cabin, the crew fell silent. He looked frail, his voice raspy, but even so, he had a presence about him. As he looked over his men, the most brutal murderers ever to ply the northern seas, not one could meet his gaze. At last he sighed. "You wish to know who will be my successor, and how my share of the treasure will be divided?" That was the question, but even so there were murmurs of protest. Haknir cut them off. "All these years I have looked for one who was worthy to take my place, or strong enough to take it from me. Not one of you even comes close, and so none of you shall have it." He extended his hand. "In Dagon's name I place a curse upon my armor and my swords, this ship and all it carries. Until the day when one of you can best me in combat, you shall not have a single coin." He looked up at them. "Be grateful I have left you with your lives." Garruk and Thalon shared a single glance. Had anyone else said such a thing, there would have been mutiny. 100 treasure-mad pirates against one old man. But this was Haknir. The crew was silent. Haknir drew a map of Garruk's feet. "Garruk, take a longboat and bury my armor in the places I have marked. Thalon, we sail to my tomb, where you shall leave me with my gold. Then burn your ships and do as you will. I am your captain no more." And with that he turned and stalked back to his quarters. At daybreak Garruk took his leave and set out in a longboat with 3 of his men. They landed in a shoal to the north of Solstheim at the place Haknir had marked, made camp, and began to dig. But already greed stirred in Garruk's heart. Time and again he glanced at the iron-bound chest they had brought with them. The old man was gone, perhaps he already dead. His orders foolish. That night Garruk pried open the chest and drew out the helm within. The Stalrim shimmered in the moonlight. It was time for a new king of ghosts to rise. He placed the helmet on his head, and he screamed. And it is said that you can hear that screaming still on moonlit nights on a rocky shoal off the northern coast of Solstheim. Postscript. The story is one of the last in the Haknir saga, the tales surrounding the life and adventures of the legendary pirate king Haknir Deathbrand. How much of it is actually true, if indeed any of it is true, I leave to the reader's discretion. Artiste Draylen, House Redoran Scribe. Wow. Yes, it gave me a quest. Alright, I'm also going to read Azadal's Descent, which I think also gives you a quest. Azadal's Descent by Howland Greycloak. In the days beyond memory, when men first walked the lands of Skyrim, there arose in the city of Sarthal a great enchanter. As a boy, his gift for magic and artifice had been evident to his tutors. As a man, his skill surpassed them all. And finding nothing more to learn among his kin, he left wife and child and set out to train under the elven masters. A year became 2, then 3, and when finally his path led him back to Sarthal, he found only ruins, for the elves had sacked the city, and all that lived there were dead or gone. Amid the ashes and the smoldering ruins of his home he swore a terrible oath of vengeance, and from that comes the name the legends give him, Azadal, the embittered destroyer. Alone he could do nothing, and so he bided his time, delving deeper into his art more than any before him. From the Dwemer he learned the 7 natures of metal and how to harmonize them. From the Aelids, the ancient runes and dawn magic even the elves had begun to forget. Among Falmer and Keimer and Altmer he traveled, taking what he could from each, and all the while plotting how he might turn that knowledge against them. Finally, word reached him of Ysgramor and his companions, newly arrived from Atmora. For 3 days and nights he rode north, and met them as they made landfall on the icy coast near the ruins of Sarthal, which the elves had fortified against them. He offered the companions his service and all he had produced in his years of labor, and with Atmoran steel imbued with his enchantments, the elves fell before them, and at last he had his revenge. But he was not content. His craft had become his life, and his hunger for knowledge still gnawed at him, driving to delve ever deeper. At long last he exhausted the lore of the elves, but it was not enough. He sought the secrets of dragon runes, and won for himself a seat among their high priests, but it was not enough. And at length he took his gaze to the plains of oblivion, and found there both power and madness. Some say he ventured there never to return. Others that he was betrayed by his fellow dragon priests and killed, or driven into hiding in the ruins beneath his beloved Sarthal. Among the skull of Solstheim it is said that he fled to their island, and was sealed in the depths of Kolbjorn Barrow, together with the last of his relics. But that is the tale as it is told among the bards of Winterhold. Whatever the truth, the legend of Azadal was intended as a warning. In pursuit of perfection, one must take care that the pursuit itself does not become all-consuming. Wow. So we have a lot of stories about people who pursued knowledge to their ultimate detriment. I am going to cut off the video here, and I will see you next time.